Welcome to a tutorial on creating an account on Big Ideas Math for your geometry class. To get started, open a web browser such as Google Chrome and type in the address bigideasmath.com. This will direct you to the login page. Since you are new to this website, you will start by clicking on New to Big Ideas Math. This directs you to the first step in registering. You will need an access code to link your account to the appropriate geometry classroom. Use the code shown for the period you take geometry. So if you are in 5th period, you would use this access code here. If you are in 6th period, this one, and 7th period would use this code. I will create an account as if I were in 5th period. So I will use this access code. Once you have the appropriate access code, enter it. This directs you to the next step in registering, where you need to fill out your information. I will create a fake student by giving her first name and a last name. Next, you must make your own password. This part is very important because you are the only person that will use this password. No one else will know it, not your teacher nor the company. So if you lose this password, your account just has to be deactivated. There's no way to recover your password. So make it something that you will remember. Make sure that it contains an uppercase letter, a lowercase letter, a special character, and a number. And it has to be at least 8 characters total. Once you've chosen a password, write it down and confirm it on step 4. Make sure to write it down. Click Next when you're ready. Now it will direct you to your given username, which is part of your first and last name plus a number. Make sure and write this login down as well. You will need it for the next step. Okay, so now you have a username here and a password which you've created, and you are ready to log in. So click Next. And you are directed back to the original login page. So now you will enter your given information, your username, and the password you created. Make sure both of these are written down. And click Login to access the online materials. You can see that you have a student account here. This is your name. You can add classes, change your password here, and log out. There are 3 tabs across the top: Resources, Assignments, and Reports. You will mostly use the Resources tab. In the Resources tab, there are a couple of things in particular I would like to point out. The first is the Student Dynamic eBook. This resource gives you access to everything in our textbook. So to start, first select the Geometry textbook. Once it's loaded, you can search the textbook by content. For example, if I wanted to browse Chapter 3, it will bring me to the first page of Chapter 3 in our textbook. And I can scroll through the pages. If you notice any icons, they are hyperlinked. So this link connected me with the page in the student journal that correlates with that section in the textbook. There are other hyperlinks, such as tutorials. This is a video tutorial that explains how to do problems like this.
Think of each segment in the figure as part of a line. Which line or lines, or plane or planes, appear to fit?
This video can also be done in Spanish by clicking here. The exercises at the end of each chapter can be found here as well. There are some icons that lead you to other exploratory tools. This is an example of GeoGebra, which allows you to manipulate different parts of lines and shapes. Another useful resource might be the multilanguage glossary. Here you can find definitions for different terms in the textbook. And you can also get a definition translated in different languages. Here's an example of Spanish. You could also translate it to Russian, Punjabi, anything you want. It will even read the definition for you in Spanish.
Desviación absoluta. El valor absoluto de la diferencia de un número X y un valor dado.
And you can get the definition read to you in English as well.
Absolute deviation. The absolute value of the difference of a number X and a given value.
The other tabs across the top of the page might be useful. Assignments tab will show any homework that is assigned by the teacher through the website. You can click on the month and look ahead or backwards and click on a day to find an assignment. The Reports tab won't be used very often, but it can show you how well you did as an individual on an assignment or a test, or maybe overall in the class. This was a brief introduction to the online resources available through Big Ideas Math. If you have any problems creating your student account, please see your teacher.